Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. You're gonna look really good for that substitution of Sadie Johnson. What a spark she provided there in the last set.
You know, she did a really good job, and it's fun to be in big moments and when you got to step up and make the plays, and she did just that. And sometimes that's what a DS role comes in to do, and she owned it and she crushed it at the end.
A lot of fun seeing that. A lot of fun with the atmosphere here tonight. You know, we talked a little about playing at homecoming weekend, and you had quite a few of the NDSU Volleyball alumni in the house, and quite the crowd. What does this energy feel like coaching in for you?
You know, it's fun. You know, this is why we love what we do, is to be able to play and coach in front of crowds like this, and to really bring community together. You know, anytime we're playing North Dakota, for any of our sports, it's always a good turnout and really good event. And so really glad that our community showed up for both teams, but really excited of how we were able to get it done tonight.
Talk a little bit about Lauren Jansen. Lauren, a couple of times tonight, she almost looked like Logan O'Brien on the defensive end. We had talked last year with Logan about how she just seemed to move a step quicker than everybody else on the floor with that anticipation. Lauren certainly showed some of that when she was in the back row tonight.
You know, usually you see her on more of the attack and highlight reels from her offense. But it's one thing we really talked about with this team is got to make the defensive plays and have defensive effort, and she stepped up and did that.
Summit League play opening up. Always good to start out 1-0. Give me a feel for what you've seen for this league in general. I think this is going to be a really tough, really fun league in mid-major volleyball.
It's a competitive year, you know, and on any given night, you got to show up and you got to compete really well, because if you're missing a beat or you're off a single step, someone's going to take advantage of that. And it's going to be really fun to see how the season plays out with everybody. But we got to bring our A game, and we got to keep getting better.
Well, you certainly did that tonight. Enjoy the win. Congrats, and we'll be talking here more down the road, Coach.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Brad.
All right, Bison head coach Jennifer Lopez joining us here on our post-game show here on the Summit League Network. We are going to be joined here momentarily. I believe Lauren Jansen is going to be swinging by here to chat. We see Lauren getting a chance to talk to some of her younger fans. Lauren, thanks so much for joining us here. A fun one certainly tonight. Talk about your play, not just on the offensive side, but I thought that was one of the better defensive efforts I've seen in a while. You seemed to just know where the ball was heading.
The block makes it really easy, honestly. Serve got UND out of system a lot, and our block was able to read their setter very well, get in a very good position. It's really easy to play defense behind a great block. So all credit to our blockers for that game.
Certainly makes life a lot easier when you've got Allie and when you've got Ariana up on the front line. Got a nice boost. I asked Coach Lopez about this as well. How about Sadie Johnson coming in right at the end, serving until her arm was about ready to fall off, it looked like.
Sadie is awesome, and that's just the kind of player she is. She's always ready to come in at a moment's notice, and she brings fire. She brings a lot of energy that makes it really easy for everyone else around her to succeed.
It was a packed house tonight, a lot of noise, a lot of energy. How much fun is that for you to play in?
It is, honestly, there's not quite a word to describe it. It is a fantastic feeling. The fans, the kids we see at camp that are able to come watch us now, there's really nothing like it.
As a team tonight, you hit 357, one of the more efficient nights that that NDSU has had and is going to add. So that's as much as you can ask for. What do you think led to NDSU having such a strong night on offense all around?
Yeah, our setters did a great job tonight. It wasn't our best passing game of the season, so for us still be able to hit at such a high number with that, all credit goes to our setters on that aspect. They worked everyone on offense was involved, and